Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. Hippocrates. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. The greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. If you are not your own doctor, you are a fool. Walking is a man's best medicine. Let your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. The physician treats, but nature heals. Sport is a preserver of health. It's far more important to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. All disease starts in the gut. The way to health is to have an aromatic bath and a scented massage every day. Look well to the spine for the cause of disease. A wise man ought to realize that health is his most valuable possession. The natural healing force within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. The art is long, life is short. Make a habit of two things, to help or at least to do no harm. Divine is the task to relieve pain. If someone wishes for good health, one must first ask oneself if he is ready to do away with the reasons for his illness. Only then is it possible to help him. Illnesses do not come upon us out of the blue. They are developed from small daily sins against nature. When enough sins have accumulated, illnesses will suddenly appear. Anyone wishing to study medicine must master the art of massage. Men ought to know that from the brain, and from the brain only, rise our pleasures, joy, laughter, and jests, as well as our sorrows, pains, griefs, and tears. To do nothing is sometimes a good remedy. Just as food causes chronic disease, it can be the most powerful cure. If we could give every individual the right amount of nourishment and exercise, not too little and not too much, we would have found the safest way to health. The soul is the same in all living creatures, although the body of each is different. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. Silence is not only never thirsty, but also never brings pain or sorrow. Rest as soon as there is pain. Wine is an appropriate article for mankind, both for the healthy body and for the ailing man. Sleep and watchfulness, both of them, when immoderate, constitute disease. An insolent reply from a polite person is a bad sign. Old people have fewer diseases than the young, but their diseases never leave them. There is one common flow, one common breathing. All things are in sympathy. We must turn to nature itself. to the observations of the body in health and in disease to learn the truth. The forms of diseases are many, and the healing of them is manifold. It is better to be full of drink than full of food. Look to the seasons and choosing your cures. When sleep puts an end to delirium, it is a good symptom. The chief virtue that language can have is clarity. Sometimes give your services for nothing. Opposites are cures for opposites. Persons who have a painful affection in any part of the body and are in a great measure sensible of the pain are disordered in intellect. I will not give to a woman a pessary to cause abortion.